The next thing I would say is that the techs and the CNAs, there is a difference. There is a difference. Now, lately, CNAs have been trash. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's been hard pressed to find some good CNAs lately because a lot of them are agency, and I know people gonna have their thing to say, but even with some agency CNAs, I love them. I've had people work places and they be straight trash. Like, they work there and they trash. Like, you be like, what? But then the agency person come in and knock it out and be like, you need anything else, nurse? Anything? Okay, I'm about to take my break. The other CNA be gone. They be gone. They be gone. They be sayonara. So that's that. Something else to keep it like so. But with the techs, I feel like they do the very bare minimum. The very bare minimum. Some of them don't even take out the trash at the nighttime, replace the liners, straighten up the room. Like it's not. I don't be seeing the same energy that you see in nursing homes. Like, especially when you have them old school CNAs that'll come pull that bed back, baby looking good, straighten up everything. If she take it, they don't do baths in the hospital. I'm used to them getting their patients bathed, changing all their linen, making them look, getting them together, putting up on you like them old school CNAs. You ain't gonna see no patient care tech doing a damn thing like that in the hospital ever. But you gotta think, nursing homes is long-term care. They like, this is my patient, I'm taking care of this person every single day. I got the same assignment. I'm picturing a CNA in my head, Miss Odessa, because that's how she is. When you work with her, the work gonna be done. Like, you really can't say nothing about the work. Now that mouthpiece, she got a mouthpiece. She might go off on somebody on the floor, or she might talk you to the whole night. She might be talking to you, but Miss Odessa, that's my nurse. I mean, that's my tech. That's my favorite CNA. I should say, she's one of my favorite CNAs. That's like my CNA. Like, me and her used to work together as CNAs. And when I was an LPN, when I was a new LPN, she'd be like, make sure when you do that tube feed, make it like powder. That's what Miss Ernestine always told me, because she worked with a strong RN in a day. I never really worked with her. I only worked with her once. And she only said one thing to me, because we be like, oh, Miss Ernestine, you don't want to work with her. I was working night shift and she had said one thing to me. I was studying, but I was outside. I was right outside my patient's room. I had my little table and I was studying. I was just doing my thing. And she was like, she told me what to do first. I thought, okay. And I did. I think I had some earbuds in. I took them out. And then when she came back, she's like, what you doing? You studying? And I was like, yeah. She's like, okay. She's like, yeah, because they might say something. I don't, da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, she's like, but she's like, okay. Left it at that. That's cool. I'm doing my thing. But I would sit on my hall. It was night shift. I would list it out for my patients, check my patients every 2 hours. But I would just sit there and study. Midway through the shift or sometime through the shift, I'll just come off the floor for a little bit. I might talk to somebody, might not, like go to the nursing station, but I mostly stay on my floor. Patient care techs don't do that. It's a difference, like the way they work. Now, these are old school CNAs I'm talking about. New school CNAs is for the streets. They're for the streets. They literally came out the cement and formed into a person and just started working in a nursing home. That's what they did. They literally, like, that's where they came from. Now, I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but like, I can I can see the difference. Like, it's a significant, when people have been in the field for a certain amount of time and they say it used to not be like this, that's where I'm at. Because I've been in healthcare for over 10 years. So I'm able to see, yes, there was a change. Especially, it was already changing pre-COVID, but COVID, like, just stuffed them in the nuts. Like, it just stamped it in there. It stamped it in there what we was going to have to deal with long-term care. Especially with even more young people coming into the nursing homes. Even more people that are sick and poor. They have nowhere to go. Mental health, all this stuff is pressing so much pressure on nursing homes, and people don't talk about it because the government doesn't want to do anything about it. People don't really want to do anything about it. They put their family in there. If anybody really wanted to change geriatric care, there would be a change, and there really needs to be a change because no longer geriatric. It's a social issue. It's a social issue. It's not just geriatrics, but the geriatric care we was getting marked a social issue because these people they ain't just get like this. Some people, if you in your 70s and you live in a nursing home, maybe you don't have the money or the means, or maybe your family is paying out of pocket. Maybe you paying out of pocket and you paying for this, but the care that you're getting is the same level as somebody who has nothing, has not put nothing into this system. If not a very small amount. Me working, I've been putting money into Social Security, so in a way, I'm putting money into the system because I'm putting it for the next generation, and the generation under me is investing for me. Oh Lord, these motherfuckers. Y'all better pay y'all goddamn Social Security, bitch. We're paying into it. So in some ways we are, but we're gonna get it from the other generation, which is so crazy. I'm like, bitch, can I get what I paid into this? Like, can y'all, how y'all making this? Is on a scale, like on a bell curve? Cause if it's the same, like, is that we getting less each year? Like, I don't know. But anyhow, the nursing homes are grossly staffed. Hospitals, there can be shortages, don't get me wrong. You would think that going from 40 patients to going to 5 patients, you wouldn't be up all night, but bitch, you be up all night. Because again, the acuity of care, what they need, what you're looking out for, what you have to assess for, the things you have to do, these people are not acute care, but the care is more acute in a hospital compared to a nursing home, no matter what floor you work on. And these patients have new diagnoses. They just got out of surgery, or they're about to go into surgery, or they just got into the hospital. We don't know these people. We're trying to fix this one problem right now real quick and send them out. That care requires less people. You cannot take care of 40 patients in a hospital. It's just like, it don't make no sense. You would have to be like the supervisor, or the house supervisor, supervising the entire hospital. But hell no. But then again, I came from a nursing home that was the second largest in Missouri. So we had a 250 bed, I think, like a 250 bed nursing home. And sometimes we were packed. We had 5 divisions and at least like 50 patients on each division. One floor only housed, I think, like 30 something. Some floors was like 45, 50, 52. Like it just kind of depends. But it was like a 250 facility. But yeah, it can be a lot. It can be a lot to do either one. It's just your focus has to change. Do you want to focus on more people but maybe less acuity of care? And then, or do you want to have more acuity of care and less people and have more support? Do you want to do more custodial care? Like, these people have been getting these pills for the past 10 years. Or do you want to get more acute care? Things are happening more new to these patients. So they just got diagnosed with diverticulosis. So there's a lot of teaching involved. There's a lot more of you be in that role for the patient versus somebody who had this forever. Accu-checks and diabetes forever. Like, there's no regulation in diet. They don't have different. What's their diet? That's not a thing in nursing homes. They diet as they diet. Now, some people do have NCS no NAS or NAC, like no added sugar, no added salt. But nursing home, man, look, you want this or not. Now, you try to do it like with diabetic patients. I think Sunday we would have donuts at this nursing home I used to work at, where I started off at, and we would get them the sugar donuts. I mean, the cake donuts with no icing on it. Now they still got a donut, but they got the one without the icing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't getting sugar on top of sugar on top of sugar, but it was just a regular cake donut. Here, eat it. Was it less calories? I don't freaking know. They should have had a brand donut with some cinnamon and applesauce and shit or something for them, with some dang on raisins or some fiber, maybe apple, something like that. But they didn't have it. Okay, that'd be nice, something sweet, but way more healthy. But hey, whatever. But as far as like in a hospital, they wouldn't even be able to order a donut properly if they on a diabetic diet. So that changes too. A lot of things just change. In the nursing home, if you want a Tylenol, you want some melatonin, I'm gonna just grab that bottle of melatonin. Actually, let me grab I can take it right now. Let me grab my little gummies. My relaxed and stress-free, calm and positive gummies. I can just take them, put them in your cup, and keep it pushing. In a hospital, I gotta go get the cart, gotta go get it out the picture. I gotta go get the cart. If your thing ain't working, I gotta go to the cart, scan the bottle, put it on. Nursing home, look, I'm already eating it, and I still ain't scanned it yet. I still ain't get out the pictures yet. So there's not as many steps to do what you gotta do in a nursing home. You still got a chart that you gave it, or a chart, write it out. I came from paper charting. Look at me, I came from paper charting when I was a nurse. We still wore hats. We did still wear hats in my clinical, but that's the food I used to go to. And they was like, oh, we still got to wear these damn hats. When nurses did it. Don't let me bust out a nursing hat company. I'm wearing a little nursing hat to work, a more modern nursing hat. All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. Like I said, it's a lot of differences. I could do more specific. I just want to kind of talk. That's all I really want to talk about. Let me know what y'all think about this topic. Like, how do y'all feel about it? But there is a marked different. It's markedly different. Is that how you say? Like like considerably, but it's like you can mark it, like you can chronicle it. Like I can see it, and I can see how much of a difference it is. Like it's very evident that it's a difference in healthcare.